Tajic and Magpie Man, both solid players, both are seasoned tournament veterans. You can see Tajic actually has a tournament head, so does Magpie Man. You only get that from placing high in certain tournaments. And the MINECON Open is no exception. The top 4 players of the finals will be getting special heads. Tajic goes first with energy, and Magpie Man on his turn 1 is able to drop a Mire Shambler. Tajic has no turn 2 and has to wait till turn 3 to do anything, and all he can do is drop a Replicaton, at which point the Mire Shambler will be able to destroy. At least with a 50-50 chance. That's how that's going to play out. In fact, Tajic is really upset about this turn. Ah, he's getting lag. Okay. I thought maybe he was so upset that he didn't have a turn 2 that he just didn't hit end turn. We are watching with about a 5-minute delay. I want to thank everybody for coming and watching. You can follow along with the brackets by clicking the link in the stream title. Challenge.com/MCOpen1. Tournament will stop at the semi-finals, and those players will move on. It's been a little bug there for Tajic. Magpie Man seems to be fine. His turn 2 can consist of a Slayer Vestige and turn 3 Rot Eater, or a Soul Steal, because don't forget, Tajic is probably going to play Replicaton. Hopefully Tajic isn't lagged out here, that would be unfortunate. Oh no. There he goes. Okay, thank goodness. Doesn't play the Replicaton, by the way. That was purposeful because this Mire Shambler can destroy anything, so don't think that was a mistake. However, since he didn't play anything, he'll get some idle damage done and can sacrifice this Soul Steal in favor of a Rot Eater, which may be the right choice. Soul Steal is not entirely a bad scroll against Tajic. He can drop Smugglers and, of course, Replicatons. Yeah, keeps that Soul Steal over a Rot Eater. Turn 4 means Tajic can burn or drop an Ekbaton. Actually gets rid of the Ekbaton. Burn straight away on that Ilmair Rot Eater. Go. Well, Soul Steal, not going to be very valuable to him. It does go up to 4, so we can play that Blade Husk, which means next turn he has 2 undead attacking, in theory. Herba will do 4 damage, if he gets that far. And it looks like he's only going to be able to attack once with that Herba if he chooses to do so. Tajic going to 5. If he plays Herba now, he's going to be top decking, so yep, he's going for it. This will be 5 idle damage incoming. How does he distribute it? He has to keep in mind Thunder Surge is soon. Of course, not to mention Sudden Eruption, which you can't do too much about. Alright, Herba, second row middle. Tajic is now in what you call Necrogeddon lethal range. 3 husks in each row. Which of course is probably not ever going to happen, because I don't think Magpie Man would run Necrogeddon. with this deck. Draws an Anima Conduit, sacrifices it into an Anima Conduit with a Blade Husk. Plays the second Anima Conduit. Could get some good value out of that. Hopefully Tajic doesn't drop a State Machine before that gets going. And Sudden Eruption. Means that the Anima Conduit took 2 damage, his units were destroyed, and the remaining 2 health went into Revenants. Now unfortunately Magpie Man does not have anything to benefit from these dying Revenants, as in Rot Eaters or Harvesters. He'll just play a Flesh Animator here and do 4 damage to the middle idol. Magpie Man at 5, Tajic at 7. Cannon Automaton, the very center of the board. Infested Husk is next center of the board, and a Sanctuary of the Lost. Okay, this is very nice, especially against energy. Every undead creature will have ward. Now the only undead creature on the board right now is the Infested Husk, so that's really all that's relevant right now. But that means it can't be burned. 2 power trips in hand for Tajic. He's going to hang on to those. Drop a Forge and pump once, looks like. Essence Garb in Magpie Man's hand needs Dominion to be truly effective. Probably going to see that go away, although Revenant is not extremely enticing either. If he were to draw a Restless Bones, Revenant Restless Bones would be great. That would be a board wipe. Of course he has to draw it for it to happen. Gets rid of it. He's going to go for the Damning Curse and the Essence Garb, Preemptive Essence Garb. However, it's just enough to destroy that 4 health Automata Forge. I actually like that turn quite a bit. It puts Magpie Man in top deck mode. If he had just sacked for Scrolls there, his play would have been very mediocre. He had something he saw could work, he made it work, and here we are. It stands that Magpie Man might even get Dominion soon and get a little extra buff on that Flesh Animator. So far, Sanctuary of the Lost hasn't really mattered. Urva, Voice of the Dead, and ping at the Excogitator a little bit. Or he can get Dominion. He can use Urva to do 2 damage to the center idol here. Flesh Animator becomes a 6/6. There he goes. I like it. Boom! 6/6 Flesh Animator. It's going to take a big potency burst for that guy. I don't think Tajic runs Violent Dispersals. It's possible he does. Power Trip number 1, Power Trip number 2. That is not really a great series of scrolls for Power Trip. He does get the Stone Enigma here, though. But once again, there's no spell to cast, and even if he had one, it would just be on the Infested Husk. He has the resources to use the Stone Enigma, though, so I think you just do it. Just for the ramp, if anything else. Not that you care about the Sanctuary of the Lost, but just for the extra energy later on. Wind up auto. Getting pumped. And because of the Excogitator's position, that means it's going to be 2 damage onto the Infested Husk. Something gets poisoned. Turns out to be that Wind Up Automaton. Unfortunately, the Flesh Animator doesn't get to reduce the countdown of any undead units. If he Shroud of Unlifes the Flesh Animator, it makes him immune with the Sanctuary of the Lost. Of course, we know that Tajic has a Stone Enigma. Magpie Man doesn't necessarily know that. Additionally, with the Shroud of Unlife, it would, since Flesh Animator would be undead, Urva would attack. So he can either destroy this idol, and he is going to do it, or he can destroy the Canister Automaton. Let's see what he chooses to do. Okay, Anima Conduit in front. He's going to go for the Idol Death here. 2 down, 1 to go. I like it. Stone Enigma now. Still in hand for Tajic. I'm liking this Flesh Animator. This is a pretty good game. I like the way Magpie Man's playing his undead. I think this is the exact correct way to play it. I like the way his deck's constructed. I think he has a really good chance. Blast Auto can come out here at the cost of not being able to pump his Excogitator, but is that really a cost? Not really. No units will be destroyed. Anima Conduit is being used as a wall, which is very unconventional, but it's working out. Rot Eater goes away. Double Infested Husk with a Harvester. Can only play 2 of those creatures. Blast Automaton with his 2 armor takes 0 damage from Urva, so there's no point in that. This is going to be a pretty weak turn for Magpie Man. This is not what he needed. I really wonder why he played the Anima Conduit in front. I forget exactly what turn that was, but I mean, I guess he values the life of his Flesh Animator much more. I still think that Flesh Animator has already gotten its value. I forget the exact circumstances that led to the Anima Conduit in front being a good idea. You could also have been afraid of like a Solemn Giant or something like that. But as it stands, this Anima Conduit is probably not just going to be a wall. Well, with this positioning, that could be different. Just the wind-up will be enough to destroy the Anima Conduit, and he can make it attack first. Actually, this Excogitator pumping out a Scout means he can just leave the canister there to destroy the Anima Conduit first, and just put units in these 2 lanes so that no Revenants respond. He has a Power Trip, he has a Thunder Surge. If you Power Trip here, you're actually not guaranteed to have a great play because your Excogitator is already down. Yeah, and look, he just gets a Hired Smuggler, so like, I don't even think you want a Thunder Surge here. Just gonna pump the wind up. He's gonna be able to destroy the Harvester. He can do 2 damage to the Flesh Animator. Okay, he's gonna mix it up a little bit. No, he's still gonna do 2 damage to the Flesh Animator. And he can play a Smuggler and a Scout if he wants. Sorry, 3 damage. 3 damage if he plays the Scout. We'll see what he does. Whoa, is he letting the Anima Conduit? Okay, so he is going to Thunder Surge. He's going to destroy the Harvester, spawn a Revenant. Now, if the Revenant spawns here, which is a 1 out of 4 chance, he's not going to be happy. Okay, so he will lose the Flesh Animator. Second Revenant spawns, and he loses Urva as well. Nope, because the Husk forms from the Shroud of Life. Man, so much stuff is going on. I love Undead decks. I love watching them. It only could have been better for Magpie Man if a Revenant would have spawned there. Small chance. At this point, Restless Bones does some work. He can preemptively play a Shambler to have that attack next turn. The problem is this Revenant does not destroy the Blessed Automaton. He'd have to use both Revenants with Restless Bones to destroy the Blast Auto. This wind-up is dead to poison no matter what. You kill a canister with Urva. Really close here, but I think it's starting to edge in Tajic's favor. Yeah, okay, I got word that Alvar PQ, speaking of Undead, he plays a lot of Undead, is here, waiting to join. So Alvar, if you're there, you can say hello. anytime you're ready. I see your microphone is muted, so... There you are.
Are we good now? Okay, perfect. I haven't used TeamSpeak before, so it's a bit different.
Hello, thanks for
I don't know.
Thanks for joining me.
No, this is
we're
exciting,
we're watching this game right now, Tajic versus Magpie Man. Do you have that up?
I'm watching that right now, yep. It looks like that sudden eruption was kinda killer.
That's pretty much might be a nail in the coffin. You play a lot of Undead, isn't that right?
Yeah, definitely.
So is Magpie Man's deck something similar to what you've been running lately?
Fairly similar. The big differences, I think, are the the Infested Husk, which is a bit strange just because I found that if you're gonna kill something, you want to kill it fast because you want to win it really quick in the early game.
Mm-hmm.
And so an Infested Husk kind of poison tends to be really weak, especially in that deck. Then the other thing is the Husk, which people run, or is just vanilla Husks, which people run for synergy, but it's just a weaker unit.
Yeah, he just straight up play a Husk there that was from his hand. It wasn't from a soul, or it wasn't from a Shroud of Unlife. Yeah, usually I only see like Mire Shamblers as the one drop for Undead decks.
Yeah, I go Mire Shambler and Ripper, and then you have the Revenants too, but those are typically just for Restless Bones.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of idle damage coming here for Tajic. Magpie Man with one scroll in hand. It is the very start of the series. He's not out of it.
You got a chance to come back for sure. Undead hasn't been winning that many games, it looks like, either, which is a bit sad, but
I think it's a tough matchup when energy is so popular, just because of State Machine. I think that
not just State Machine, because even when people were playing some mess and stuff, that wasn't really bad. But these autos, in the last update, ranged energy really killed Undead, and I had to stop playing it for a little while just because it was too popular.
Mm-hmm.
And this is feeling a lot like the same sort of matchup too. Just it's got lots of removal and targeted removal.
Right.
But it still can scale to the late game.
Right. Yep. It plays the same way as ranged energy, except you've got very powerful structure pumping out very powerful units for free.
Yeah.
It's difficult to deal with for Undead. I mean, I feel like in this matchup as Undead, you win quickly or you lose, and a lot of times it's like that.
That's about right. Unless you have to just stall out with Darklings and that kind of stuff, but...
Mm-hmm. Double Restless Bones in hand, by the way, for Magpie Man. He had to get rid of them there. You can just play
that hurts.
Yeah. He could have played both. He would have killed the Blast Auto, had a chance to kill the Akamaton.
Probably not worth it there, but that would have been kind of a fun play just to see him go for.
Mm-hmm.
You could have gotten it down to a 1 out of 3 chance, maybe kill a scout.
Right.
But yeah, it's not great. Is there not? No, I'm trying to find lethal at this point, pretty much.
Yeah, it's to that point. He needs countdown reduction. I don't see any. Just gonna pump here. He hasn't sacrificed for scrolls yet. What's his plan?
Now, do you know? Have you seen what he runs yet? Does he run Battle Dance Fury or just Bombard?
I've only seen Bombard.
Okay. That tends to be the what people run. So I'm still surprised I haven't seen as many decks running Fury. I always felt like it was just better than Battle Dance after they nerfed it.
Yeah, it looks like he thinks Bombard is good enough, even though he has a lot of. I mean, he's got Canister Automatons, he's got Ekamatons. Would make sense to have non-ranged countdown reduction. Magpie Man isn't giving up because he knows that he can snipe a win if the conditions are completely ideal.
Yeah, I think what I would do anyway is I'd just start sneaking up on those Revenants and Restless Bones, see if you can get 3 in your hand, and just maintain something like a board. So I'd probably just down a Shambler, maybe an Urva. It looks like he's going all in right now. Which... Oh, okay, I see now. Then just hoping you get that idol for 5. Oh no, because that's 4 damage.
Clears the bottom, bro. Please have no Thunder Surge, says Magpie Man.
Yeah, the Thunder Surge would hurt.
And there is no AE removal here. There's a potency burst. You can destroy 2 units here. You'd have to reserve only 2 resources to destroy that Mire Shambler if he wants to use it on that. Bombard.
Oh
Is
yeah,
game.
that's got to be game.
Yep.
That's game.
In like 13 different ways, I think.
I mean, you can put the scout auto in front of the scout auto, or the scout auto in front of the scout auto. There's a lot of ways to put those scout autos.
You can choose. Really, he can play God and choose which. Oh, he's gonna go.
Oh.
I thought for a second I was like, no way he missed that. Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Gotta get the tier 2 win in there.
Is,
Keep those stats.
He crafted 3 wins up into that tier 2 win. And that's 1-0. I think... See Frank and
Go for new hand here? Yeah.
Be joining us shortly.
Not much better, though.
Yeah, no, ooh, that's actually not very good at all.
Hey guys,
Hey Franconi, what's
hello,
up?
Frankony. Thanks for joining
how
us.
are you doing, Admes?
Well, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I just ate the world's best chicken lasagna. So
Best chicken lasagna. Well, that's quite a claim because I've eaten some pretty good lasagna, not chicken lasagna though. We are currently watching.
well, it was homemade. So
Oh, gotcha. Well then, it could be a contender. We're watching Magpie Man vs. Tajic right now. It just began. Are you in that game?
I'm gonna open it right now.
Sounds good. It's going to be growth versus energy. Late game growth versus, I guess we can call it automaton energy. Is that what we want to call it? LRPQ and Franconi?
That sounds about right. I don't know.
Okay.
Something mid-range like me.
Yeah. Sure.
Automatons.
Yep.
It works.
Now, an interesting note about this matchup, Potion of Resistance has a much better role in energy versus growth than it does in, say, energy versus decay, specifically. I've seen a lot of today. Now, are you running Unbind in your Undead decks, AlvarPQ?
I haven't bothered. I think I only run... Do I even run any negative... I don't even think I run any negative enchantments anymore since I removed the Languid.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't kill stuff with it. So I haven't bothered with it at all. If people start running lots of enchantments like Potion of Resistance, I'm probably gonna have to do that.
Now, Tajic just
But
took,
it hasn't been an issue yet.
Tajic just took 80 seconds to make a sacrifice choice. I wish I could have told you what he was debating over. But there was a hard choice he was making. I can't quite say what it was, but it's a big deal.
He sacked...
Yeah, go ahead.
For sure, he sacked a cannon, it looked like.
Okay. A 6-cost cannon automaton?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
he
the
sacks
second one
another
too.
one, too.
Probably... I would guess Tajic was actually not deciding what to sack, but probably whether to mulligan. Because the hand was pretty mediocre. But I guess since Tajic saw the growth and the the 2 burns and the potency burst and the potion of resistance makes this a really, really good anti-growth hand.
And even though Magpie Man has no early play, I don't know whether it's luck or whether that's the way it's going to work out with these decks. Tajic can't play anything either. There's nothing to burn, there's nothing to remove, he doesn't have any structures to play. So Magpie Man goes to turn 5 and is playing the first creature of the game on turn 5.
I guess if I heard that, I'd just think it was an LGO mirror match. Wait, oh god, turn 5 Xcog is scary.
That's what you ideally want. You can go turn 5 Xcog, turn 6 Pump Scout. But Magpie Man has a Great Wolf on the field, and you can't just ignore Great Wolves.
True.
Especially when he's about to have 2 Great Wolves on the field. With a Mangy Wolf.
And he top decks the Mangy Wolf.
Yeah, that's a nice setup right there.
Can it be top deck if it's a turn early? Can it truly be top deck?
Fair enough, fair enough.
Bonesy Burst on the attacking Great Wolf, though, means that Mangy is not enough to kill the Xcog here, so I don't think it's quite time, do you?
No, he's gonna probably play that Rat King and the Brave.
Yeah, Rat King Brave seems... Oh, or not. You go just main... I guess now he's probably gonna have to go Mangy Brave if it's gonna make sense sacking for Scrolls. Just threaten to kill the Xcog next turn.
Rekindled Spirit, an anti-lingering growth spell. Probably
Not great against energy.
Yeah, not against, especially not against this thing. He's been sacrificing it pretty quickly whenever he draws it, so I'm sure it'll be the first to go. Gets 1 scout out of this X-Cog.
That's not where you want the scout, though.
Frostgale does
Probably
destroy the X-Cog if he wants to.
Yeah, you can go Frostgale, Gale, Rat King, or just Rekindled Spirit Frostgale. That's also another option. But I think Frostgale's probably decent here.
Yeah, I would agree with that. There it goes. They're the Rat King now. Lots of bodies on the field. That scout auto's under a lot of pressure.
Yep.
Sudden Eruption is going to be able to deal with a Magpie Man's board easily.
He's got 5.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
5 units out with a Sudden Eruption at 8 cost. If he sacks for resources, he can get 4 out of 5. Let's see what he gets.
Nice.
Everyone he
Perfect.
wanted. Everyone he wanted. Now he will lose that scout. And I think we're going to see a Quake go away here. Yep. Great Wolf number 2 comes out.
That's his last one.
Yep.
Very true.
So we see a Blast instead of the X-Cog, probably about... I guess against Lake and Growth it makes more sense since you have to worry about all the God Hand big numbers plays, so you just want armor and defense.
What do you think about a Kinfolk better in this turn? Sacrifice the Rat King for resources. God Hand follow-up. Better.
Well,
than
I think he would get more value with the Rat King God Hand, no?
Well, but then you have to... But the Rat King against the Blast Automaton's going to be pretty useless, even with God Hand. That's just going to be 3 damage. So I think Veteran does make more sense there if you move the Wolf down. The Great Wolf down. But it doesn't look like that's what...
Yeah, it looks like Magpie Man agrees with me.
Yeah.
But...
He
just has to make sure the Great Wolf is in the back of that row.
Well, don't you want to kind of be in the middle so you can go, 1 rat hits the Forge, Great Wolf hits the Forge, oh, but that's going to be 6 attack. No, but, yeah, 6 attack, never mind.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter if you have...
Shuts a lot of it down.
Yeah, that's killer against Growth.
Be able to destroy the Automata Forge, but that Blast Auto, he's just going to have to accept its existence for a good amount of turns here.
Yep, 3 turns of just suffering.
Do you guys think he's gonna sack that Quake?
It doesn't look like it. Hopefully he didn't miss that. Nah, I doubt he missed that. First turn, you're never gonna miss that. No.
Did he destroy the top idol here? Yep. 1 idol down, and the bottom row is cleared. Blast Auto does 1 damage to the Great Wolf so far. Burn on the opening Rat King. The front rat.
Just go canister and pass, or... Okay, Replicaton.
Yeah, Replicaton's probably safe here. It's unlikely Magpie Man's going to be able to get behind the Blast Auto, though there's Quake.
Well, with the potion, but yeah, Quake's definitely a waste here.
Gets rid of it right away. Has a Jarl to drop if he wants to.
Part of me wants to wait a turn since everything's attacking.
Right, yeah.
And get that Crimson Bowl effect off.
Yeah, and I would totally say that's the right thing to do, except, like, he has no other alternative. Like, it's either an empty turn or just Jarl.
And knowing that Tajic has the, the Bombard too, it's probably better just to rally your Jarl.
Yeah.
Or actually, the real killer part is there's a Sudden Eruption there too.
He does play the Jarl. I don't think it was a bad choice because he is a pretty big unit and it also has Relentless, so...
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 1 turn left on the Potion of Resistance.
I think Magpie Man's in a pretty good spot here. If there's a Bombard play here, that could get a lot done. One Great Wolf will die, the Rat will die, but he'll be left with that Jarl.
It's a shame he doesn't have the 9 resources to play both Replicatons and then the Bombard.
That
Yeah.
would be terrifying, yeah.
Alright.
Bill, do you go for the Rat or the Jarl? Because I think I'm scared of God Hand right now if I'm Jeek, just because there's already one idol down, there's 2 more that are mostly unprotected.
And
I just want to kill this stuff.
the good thing about the Replicatons is that, you know, you're going to keep that 2 energy. You're going to get both back in hand. Oh, okay. Disregard.
Or not.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is he going to play it or not? Because if he hadn't, then he would have it for the next turn Bombard play again.
And Potion is still active on that Blast Auto, so there's not much you can do there. Double Rally.
Interesting choice.
Verdant Revenant. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I probably would have dumped the Frost Scale here. I think, because you're not really going to be able to get many board clears. I think that Automatons scale better to the late game than Growth does.
What I do like... ooh, Sister Dale too. What I do like is that Verdant Remnant, next turn if he wants to rally, it's going to trigger again. We'll draw another creature scroll.
That's true, yeah.
And Potion is finally gone off that Blast Auto.
This is a bad turn for Tajic because he doesn't really have a great play, nothing to burn, and just a Replicaton to put on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, already sacked too, each.
You'd have to Replicaton Bombard to do anything to just destroy the Verdant Remnant.
Well, if he does that too, it's probably going to kill the Blast Auto.
I think he might, yeah, the Sudden Eruption is like the only decent play.
Well, I mean, if he would have done that, though, if the Replicaton bombarded, he could have put the Replicaton in front, which comes back in hand because he has 2 energy. The Verdant Remnant dies. Earlhald does only 4 damage to the Blast Auto. It lives with 2 unless the Great Wolf triggers. Of course, he has a Rallying, so none of that matters.
You go, I almost want to go, whatchamacallit, Rat King Rallying. Just get even more stuff out. Stack the Frost Scale. But, oh, nothing actually... No, never mind. I was thinking that Jarl couldn't kill via canister, but having it down to 2 health is going to mean that Tajic can burn it next turn too. Which is definitely an important detail. The other issue with where the Remnant's place is that you can't put as much force in that middle lane as you want.
Another thing about getting a Rat King out right now is that a Sudden Eruption has more targets to go through if he plays it. Just gonna Verdant Remnant, though.
I think that Jarl is going to be Tajik's death because it's going to keep attacking every turn and he doesn't really have a way to deal with him and also the Great Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what happens. The bottom idol should be protected on Tajik's side. I mean, with 5 health, there are some ways Growth can suddenly get it. Through rallyings, for example.
I want to apologize.
I am surprised that...
Update these scores. Tajic is 1-0 right now on the first game.
Now, leaving this one Beast Rat next to the Verdant Remnant, I don't know, that seems like a risky play by Magpie Man, where you could just move it back 1 and not have to worry about Thunder Surges at all. But this is a really lucky setup. I don't know if Tajic runs it, but that's scary, at least to me.
Well, Tajic has no idea what Magpie Man has in hand. He's going to clear off as much of the board as he can. Does he keep 2 resources for that Replicaton? He can still play a wind-up and do so.
There's not many good places to put the wind-up, is the problem. I guess you can go on the bottom lane or in between the 2, but I really want it to be just in the action.
And also, that's, you know, Kinfolk Veteran can take care of that as well. We know that's in his neck.
Yeah.
Wonder if he fertile soils the rat here.
I think he does.
I think you do, because you could then you can sack for resources, Sister the Owl.
Yeah.
There he goes. And there's the veteran.
Or do you just veteran here? Veteran's probably better.
I think if you have the opportunity to kill that wind-up, I think you take it.
Yep, definitely.
Even take
Though
out
I haven't seen any
No, go ahead, sorry.
I haven't seen any machinated. I tend not to be that afraid of them since I don't know, they just tend not to have that much unless you let them sit for a long time. Machinated is what always scan the wind-ups. Not so much just the vanilla wind-up. But, okay.
One for the sister.
But still, it's just to kill. Sister is still a reasonable play.
Yeah, he doesn't move up the Jarl because a bombard play could then kill it.
And there is a bombard play.
Now, with
Yeah, you can...
the owl flying, Magpie Man has potential lethal.
Yeah, this could be Tajic's last turn.
Oh, there's also a Ragged in Magpie Man's hand if that didn't get sacked, so you can go Ragged, maybe even double Ragged with the God Hand. I think there's a God Hand too.
I know for sure he has a rallying. I don't remember seeing a God Hand.
Oh, little announcement here. Jubape is the first one in the top 4, so congrats there.
Alright. Congratulations. Who did he take out?
I'm not sure.
It's like K-Tray, 2-1. I didn't get to watch any of those matches, but congratulations to Jubape. He is the first person to go into the MINECON finals. Not sure if it's Jubape or Jubape. I always say Jubape. I don't know.
I don't think there's any obvious pronunciation for these names.
I have chronic mispronunciation issues, so I can't really talk.
Yeah.
I don't exactly help with my name.
We do see a bombard here coming out though with a lot of automatons. This is going to destroy Sister of the Owl. It's going to destroy her owl and take the remnant down to 1.
Yep. It's especially painful with the 2 canisters because that means the Jarl can't get the idol, and there wasn't a God Hand.
Wow. Yeah. In fact, Invoke Veteran to destroy the canister means it'll be destroyed. Oh, there's a God Hand, but...
There's a God Hand, but there isn't a lethal.
Yeah.
Now is when he needs his quakes.
Yeah, but he started with 2 and sacked both of them.
Yeah.
So there's not much you can do here other than hope you cycle fast.
I think he plays Terrain Brute, Sister of the Owl here.
I was thinking Tearing Brute, Veteran, so you can hit the idol with Jarl, but actually, since you're on a God Hand next turn, I think your play's better.
Yeah, that was my thought, but you're right. He could go here for the idol.
But if he veterans, his...
Or you can
Jarl...
go... Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go for the bottom idol somehow? Try to set something up down there? With the 5.
Because of the Blast Automaton, Tajic could easily protect that 5 health idol.
That's true, yeah.
So he does go with the play I thought he would go for, but yeah, he doesn't move down the Jarl. Well, obviously it would have died, but maybe that was an okay trade.
Replicaton doesn't come back in hand.
Okay, Holofoil's the next person in the top 4.
Alright.
Congratulations to Holofoil.
Sun Eruption though goes off. Remnants destroyed, and the owl. I'll get to that in a second. Holofoil. We're gonna lose a Terran Brute here. He has no more resources left.
Oh, that hurts. The sister is misplaced too.
If he were to have, yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, if he were to have that sister a little bit further up, he could move up for the God Hand, do a lot more work, or have the Jarl up 1 more square. He could actually be lethal, right? Because he'd be 8 plus 5. 11 minus 3. No, wouldn't have been lethal.
Oof.
Okay, these turns are pretty tense right here because this is basically
yeah. I think Oh, Quake Frostkill will clear both of his units.
And
That's a shame.
but is it worth it? He loses the Replicaton, he loses all these units except
Yeah.
for the Blast Autoton. I think it might be worth it. What do you think?
With 2 scrolls in hand, I kind of think that there's not many possibilities to like build your board back up because you just want to play a bunch of units right after something like that happens.
It's true.
But I feel like it might be your only shot. But you have now you have Ragged God Hand. I think you want to just YOLO it pretty much and go for that.
No, I think he plays the Quake this turn, and then rallying. Oh wait, did he sacrifice the rallying?
Yeah.
He did. I think
Oh.
Ragged God Hand. I mean, I think you just got to do it. You got these units on the field. You got a Ragged Wolf. You got a God Hand. You're going to get some idle damage down here. Take it to 2. You could even kill the Wind-Up. I think you just leave... Oh,
The problem is you're going to get your board wiped. And I guess you can Frostkill
Yeah,
like next
that's what
turn when
he's-
everything you have is dead.
Yeah.
And then hope that...
That's what he's setting up for.
And then also now there's 2 weak idols instead of 1. So...
I think that was a great play. And I do think hitting the Blast Auto over the Wind-Up was the best thing to do for sure. He's going to lose his units here, but he doesn't care because he's got Big Frostkill. Now, a Cannon Auto is a good play here. It will survive that.
Cannon auto and then pump
Yeah.
Wind Up. That's going to be rough to come back from.
The Forge will get destroyed.
Yeah, I smell God Hand in this position if I'm Tajic, definitely. And obviously we know he's got a God Hand too. So I think that's probably better. Nope, just ends turn.
Well, he just played the God Hand, and this turn is the Quake Frostkill turn.
Well, right, that's why I was saying you pump the Wind Up, which he didn't do, which is kind of suspicious.
You got to keep in mind, though, he doesn't know for sure that he hasn't seen a
Yeah.
Frostkill, so not a single
Oh,
one
yeah,
has been
that's
played.
true. Also with the Replicaton, you want to get it back.
Big Frostkill. Frostkill.
I don't see any other plays other than that one.
Well, he doesn't have to Frostkill twice. One Frostkill will be enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't Frostkill twice here.
And then you can also veteran next turn to kill the cannon if you want to as well.
Looks like a Nognus turn to me.
Yep, Nognest on the bottom probably. Or top.
I don't think he plays the Nognist.
No?
How
I
come?
mean, if he does, he's only gonna play it as a wall because here he just okay, so he does play it, but his goal is to get to the weak idols now. He's not going to try and build a board or something. He's
Yeah.
just gonna try and finish the game.
That's kind of what I was thinking up top, that if it counts down, hooray, but it's also not in your way. It's just kind of something to play.
It's a nicely,
you know, get
Double
something on the
blast
board.
automaton. Wow.
yeah, nicely timed power trip there. That's pretty much the greatest time to have him. You have such beefy units in your hand to put down.
That damage through is going to be really tough.
Yep, Holofoil, second player to advance, along with Jabape. He defeated all to dust, along with all the other players. 2-0. Holofoil and Jabape. 2 finalists so far, 2 more to go. One of them is one of these 2 players, Magpie Man or Tajic.
What do you get rid of here? Oh, the veteran, wow.
Oof, yeah, I'm
I
not sure
understand
if I would have done that.
why, but that's still a scary play to make, and I think he just goes Sister Brother. Middle, right behind the Nognest.
And then next turn he can Brave Godhand.
Yeah.
I think he can line them up on the 5 health idol so that there's no threat from
You
the
only have-
cannon automaton.
And then you can just fly the owl wherever you
Okay.
want.
Well, he
Far
does
up
that.
top.
Oh yeah, that could be really cool. Right now he could fly the owl to the top and next turn fly it down to play with the God Hand.
So everything's nice and safe.
Oh,
Okay,
what?
that's not where I would have put it ever.
No, I
You're
don't
leaving
think.
yourself open to rallying, or not rallying, bombarding.
Yeah. I think he's gonna play many things and then potency burst on the owl.
I mean, just with his Bombard and his Replicaton, he can, and Smuggler.
Yeah. I don't quite
I don't even think
agree
you
with
need to
his play there.
do that. You just can play Scout, Replicaton, Bombard, and you wipe the board. Move the Blast Autos up to the lane below cannon, scout in front of the cannon,
Yep.
Replicaton behind the 2 blast autos, and bombard everything.
You get the extra blast auto damage onto the Nog Nest if you kill the owl first. Cannon kills the brother. Yep. Scout increases blast auto's attack, and you have another creature to attack. Should clear it. I think there's actually a few ways to do it.
That's a bit scary to do because you're leaving that 5 health idol open, so some kind of double. I don't know if you get it lucky with a double. What do you call it? Double ragged or god hand or something like that.
Yeah, brave god.
There's some risk to it, but it's.
Looks like he's gonna kill the sister of the owl. Interesting.
Well, he's gonna kill her. Gonna kill it all.
Oh
yeah, that's
yes.
killer.
Sorry, I forgot about that play.
Here goes. Extra 1 damage, relevant. Didn't really need it because he had the scout. But...
And you were right, Franco. I think if you placed them all on the bottom, I think you would have been safe. But this is pretty much Surrender's territory now.
I think here he should play the Frostkill and then Kinfolk Brave Freitas Soil. Because he wants the Frostkill to be in his next deck cycle. Play it first. Oh, okay. It's the little things that count, guys.
Very true.
Yeah, how is he going to be able to deal with Tajic's board now?
Yeah, this... So much armor there is their problem. Like 1 damage from the veteran.
Yeah, it's just enough for Quake Frostscale, but he's only got 1 of those ingredients. Magpie Man is doing very well on resources. If he can just get the Quake, he can be back in this again. It's going to be a struggle, but it's doable.
Quake costs 7 now, I think?
Yep.
So you can't exactly follow it up with any big plays or something, because obviously in a Dream World you double Quake and Veteran top idol, but that's never going to happen. But it's always nice having just a creature to follow it up with, so you're not at a disadvantage afterwards. That's going to be really the tough part.
Tajic does win this. He moves on to the finals.
Wait, so you said that Tajic wins this game?
If Tajic wins this.
Oh, okay.
It's 1-0.
I thought you spoiled the end there, and I was like, what?
Hey, Tajic wins, see ya. Click. Stream done. No. So, let's see.
Brave God Hand? I don't really want a God Hand, though.
I know. It's rough. There's no good choices. I mean, there's just no good choices here. Maybe even rekindle Spirit and hope he doesn't lose.
Yeah, he probably rekindle Spirits.
But also the Ekamaton's gonna get big after you do that. I guess that even happens if you got him, but yep, Rekindled Spirit looks like the play. You do have the mangy follow-up.
Yeah, but you can't put your Great Wolf anywhere relevant where it will survive. You can't play anything.
Yeah, that's really rough.
Except Frostscale if you wanted. I guess
that's just dead.
He's just blocking idle damage just so he doesn't lose. It's a shame. That's never what you want to have to do.
Nope. And it looks like has Tajic's hand not been drawn yet for you guys?
I don't see
or is
it.
it just me?
There
No,
okay, it just happened. There we go.
So does he have lethal?
Get the middle idol. I don't think so, but I'm wrong about these things a lot.
Let's see.
Doesn't even bother looking for it, just shoot stuff. Call it good then.
It's a board
Healing
clear.
resources.
Needs a quake. Let's see the quake. No quake.
Nope. Ah.
He
You
can-
just go brute rekindled, but oh no, you don't want to do that because then the Ekomaton's just gonna kill everything. Bombards. Hurt bad.
Maybe it's sister time. So with flying and with tearing brute god hand.
Terran Brute doesn't attack though, so
Oh, it's 4. Yep, 4 countdown. So never mind.
Ooh, the bombard, is this the end?
yeah,
Yeah,
bombard on the
yeah, I
cannons
think it
the
is.
game.
Yeah, it is, it is.
Yeah, definitely.
He plays cannon automaton and then bombard, and
Takes out the middle top and then the bottom two. Yeah.
no, actually, because of the way bombard works.
No, he's
or-
got it.
Oh, yeah,
Should be fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, Magpie Man definitely had a chance to win there, but he wasn't able to draw the quakes.
I think.
I think also.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I think also with the key play was lining everything up behind the Nognes instead of one space further down. I think he would have had a lot better of a shot with your play too.
It was so touchy. I think he made the right deck that had the right potential, and he played it right, and he almost won. It was so close, but Tajic just took it. 2-0.
Yep.
Yeah. And another key play was that power trip into 2 blast automatons.
Right.
Yeah, that was a nice top deck.